Hello folks and welcome to a still image of a game. This, as the title has no doubt told you, is going to be Sir, You Are Being Hunted. A game by a group called Big Robot, which apparently includes one of the founding members of the video game news network Rock Paper Shotgun. So I've seen a very small amount about this game from them. They've posted quite a bit, but I've actually tried to keep myself from being spoiled about it, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm getting into with this. So, figured before I even turned it on, I'd set myself up. I'm gonna record myself from the beginning, see what goes on, and we'll see how long I survive. And after I've given this, my first shake, I'm gonna see if I can convince Rachel to see how well she does at this. Anyway, let's hop in and see what's going on. Alright, so here we are on the menu, and already we can see that this is quite charming. This game is apparently part DayZ, part Don't Starve, in terms of the kind of comical, steampunky style, and almost a little bit like Amnesia, in that or Slender, one of those kind of horror games, in that you are constantly, as the name implies, being hunted. Any of that weird staticky sound you hear is actually from the game. It's got a weird little film grain thing going on, so that is not horrible audio editing on my part this time. Alright, so build new world. Ooh, okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, we have rural, mountain, and fens. I'm not sure what fens means. If you know, feel free to tell me. It's not actually say. So we're on an archipelago, which has several different biomes apparently. I should mention this is really early alpha. They're still adding all sorts of stuff to this. So this is super pre-release. They've just released it on Steam for $20. So whatever you're seeing here is perhaps indicative of the final product, but it is not the final product. So yeah, don't read too much into this. If it looks like it's fun, it will probably get better. If it looks like it's bad, it will probably get better. So, keep an eye out for more stuff on YouTube, possibly more stuff from me as this gets patched and gets a bit more interesting. I've cranked the settings up to max. Thus far, it hasn't seemed to cause too much of a hit to my computer. It went from about 100-something FPS down to like 80, and then when I started recording, it jumped way down because Fraps is killing me. Speaking of which, if anyone knows a good alternative to Fraps, something other YouTubers use, I've been asking around, haven't got many replies yet, but if you know of something, even if it's paid for, if it's something cheap, I will definitely look into it. Because Fraps is convenient because it's cheap and everyone knows what it is. On the other hand, it kills things. I love that I get high quality video. I love that I can set it to not record my sound, so I can record my sound through Audacity and edit it later. And I actually do like the large file, the large single file that I can set it to do, because that makes it easier for me in editing. But it slows everything down. I know there are ways to get those files smaller. I'm looking for something different. I will mention, I record directly to an external hard drive, otherwise I fill up my actual hard drive pretty darn quick. So obviously I should expect a certain amount of slowdown from that, but recently I've been getting like a quarter of the frame rate I get with Fraps off.
Madam, so if you can hear this, then the experiment has gone terribly wrong. I fear you may be trapped on the archipelago, but don't panic. The standing stones should be nearby. With them, and some luck, you may still be able to escape. Listen very carefully, and you might just survive. I am afraid pieces of the device are now scattered across the islands. They became quite hot during the experiment, so perhaps you could look for the smoke. Bring any you find back to the standing stones, then we should be able to get you home. I'm dreadfully sorry, madam, but this does mean postponing dinner preparations. I do hope you remember to eat something. You must try to keep your strength up. Perhaps some tea and biscuits from one of the nearby houses? The residents won't mind because they're not at home. Oh, and do be careful, madam. You are being hunted.
Okay, so that's what that button at the bottom, switch to Sir, meant. I apparently am accidentally playing the female. And my game freaked out, and now it's not right. So that's lovely. Let me try and fix this then. Alright, so a game crash. Apparently, that is a thing that happens. So let me see what I can find about fixing this. Okay, so it seems this game does not play nice with fraps. What do you know? Timing on that. It being an alpha, that obviously makes sense, but also lots of things don't play nice with fraps, so I'm not too surprised. So, examine this with the E key. You can find useful items on many objects in the world. Fallen robots like this chap often carry loot, but you also find things hidden in doors of buildings, sheds, or even the bottom of dustbins. Hand icon will move over. You can store items inside any source with a green background. They will still be there when you come back. You cannot stash loot on a red background, like this chap's pockets. Okay, so I've got binoculars. Oh, I have to click and drag.
Very useful. Now you can observe your pursuers while keeping a safe distance.
Okay, so left-clicking with the binoculars selected, having pressed B, uses them. Right-clicking doesn't seem to do anything.
Excellent. You've found one. Return that fragment to the standing stones and leave it there. You'll be one step closer to home.
Oh, these fragments are quite large. So you've got to keep a nice empty inventory for them. Okay, oh, and I see the health and vitality down there at the bottom left in my visibility meter, which is actually higher as I am not in grass. Okay, interesting. And if I stand behind this rock, it doesn't actually matter. I'm sure it matters directionally, but I am not hidden simply because I am in a shadow. Nice to know. Sandy stones. You can also save from these. Cannot save while bleeding or starving. Okay.
A few more of those, and we can activate the device.
Oh man, there are 24 left total. 8 on this island. Oh dear. As you can probably tell from the bottom right's rounds and ammo counters, you can eventually get weapons. So it's not a true horror game in that you're defenseless and you just have to hide. You can fight back. The issue is simply that it's not exactly easy. Did you hear that? Now I notice there's no audibility setting, so apparently moving through certain bushes doesn't make you more easily heard. However, I totally heard someone else. Oh. Aha! There we see our enemy. Now, as I am completely invisible pretty much, I simply have to stay out of their line of sight. So, you are a human experimenter who has, by some unfortunate series of events, been dropped into this world that is run by robots who, for some reason, hate humans. They're also oldie-time British. So that's good. Let's see what we can find. They do also have robot dogs, which apparently are quite the pain. And there are plans eventually to have, like, giant stalker robots that will make your day quite unpleasant. And there are currently in this build, as far as I've seen, blimps that have giant lights that shine down from above that will pretty much see you anywhere. I'm not sure if being completely invisible with no eye makes you invisible to them, and just not everyone else, or if they'll, you know, pick you out wherever you are. Either way, I hear beepity boopity. That is probably a bad thing. Oh, 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 oh. Aha! He's got a musket of some sort. Blunderbuss. I'd love to take that from him. There's no leaning. It's a shame. I do like leaning. I've played a lot of Dishonored recently, and leaning is so nice. Oh! Oh. That scared me to death. Okay, I'm just gonna get behind this wall. Oh, this grass is not nearly tall enough. Did I scare those birds, or is there a robot coming around that corner? Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh, I've been spotted. Oh god, I've been spotted. Oh my gosh, they're so close.
How do you do?
Okay, this is pretty damn terrifying. I don't know if they can hear me moving, or if they just happen to be looking in my direction when I popped out from behind that corner. But, yeah, wow. Oh, 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 okay. Now can I go into this building? Yes, it looks like I can.
It looks like there's something useful in there. Oh,
Reclaim
and if you
traps,
find
of
anything
course.
edible, don't look at it too closely.
Okay, so I have a dead rat, I have some eggs, and I also have wire cutters that I can use to get traps. I'm not sure, I think traps are in the game, but the things that place new traps are not yet. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so there's the blimp. Just gonna get out of range of all that beeping and booping. I'm gonna get into the distance here. I actually don't know what my inventory key is. And I think those blue lights either lead me back to the sending stones eventually, or are leading me to fragments of my machine. They could also just be the sort of stereotypical will-o'-the-wisp that leads you right into danger, so we'll not trust those things too blindly. Alright, well my vitality's getting kind of low. I seem to be quite hungry. I'm gonna get into these bushes here. Ooh, okay, that's how you do that. T-L-I. There we go. Oh, that made it worse. Oh, I'm now killing myself. Okay, I've managed to stop killing myself. That was bad. Okay, so things that are obviously bad for you, like, you know, unpleasant mushrooms and a dead rat, you shouldn't eat them. That's good to know. Also, it seems that eating the mushroom was not the smartest plan. That said, seem to be more or less safe now. The 80s movie computer beeping has stopped. There is an unearthly hum, but I think that might just be ambient music. What's that? It's a gravestone. Okay. Binoculars, gotta say, super nice. Really convenient, easy to use. Obviously, you can't use them when you have a gun out, but if you have a gun, you might have a scope, and then that will work just as well. So, I like these. Shame you can't actually go into the buildings, but looting the building from the doorway is good enough. I mean, it breaks immersion a little bit, but I am okay with that. It is fast and convenient. It does mean you can't hide in buildings, though, and that's quite sad. Oh! Okay, dead rat. Pipe and duck. Tobacco. Delicious local stout. That sounds good. Bottle with 1 round. Matchbook for lighting fires. A printed letter. I don't think I can even read that. Use. Oh, I can! Soul true something. This in limbo den. It frightens ghosts as ghosts work frighten. Very interesting. Not gonna bother with the candlesticks. I'll take the dead rat because I think I can probably cook it at some point. Use? Oh, you can read the books. Oh, dang, they've gone into great depth here. Good for them. Can't do anything with those. Can't do anything with those. All right. And I can use the matches, but I'm not going to. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, wow. Okay, the delicious local stout. Totally awesome. I'm just going to go all the way back up to 99. Won't have to worry about it for a while. And that seems to actually be healing me. Lovely. Alright. And I obviously, I could stand up and start running. I'm the kind of person, though, who moves through... Well, if you watch the Amnesia Let's Play, I'm the kind of person who pretty much never stops crouching in a game like this. I don't like even giving the option of having high visibility, but if I get spotted, I might have to make a run for it. Also, I noticed that this video, minus some cuts I'll have to make for trying to fix those errors earlier, is getting close to 20 minutes long. If this ends up being a super long video, if you see it soon enough and leave me some comments, if I do have Rachel play this game, I will possibly put hers up the next week, as opposed to the same week. That way we won't have two super long videos in a row. Because I don't think I'll split this up. This is the kind of thing that I think might go well in one single take. But we'll see what ends up happening. Okay, it's visible. Just gonna... Alright. Oh, right, I have to hold this. I did set it so that it's, hold crouch to crouch. Which I usually like in games. I don't like toggle crouch, because then that means, oh no, I want to stop crouching. Oh no, I'm still crouching! Okay, that hum is back, but there's still no beeping yet. It's very cool, though, that it's like the British moors. Or, I guess, Scottish moors more. Lots of dead trees, very swampy, tall grass. I imagine if I'd chosen a different biome, I don't know which biome actually, and I didn't check. You'll probably know if you watched the video and paid any sort of attention. But I imagine that if I'd chosen a different biome, I might have a much harder time of this. Simply because I might have less terrain to hide in. I thought for sure I saw something kind of tall out there in the distance. Oh. Okay, I heard a robot. Yep, the beeping is starting. Oh, my health's full again. Oh, thank goodness for that local port, or whatever it was. The skull of a sheep. Alright. Now, see, I'm wondering if all foodstuffs that have gone bad are inherently bad for you. Like, if I eat that moldy bread, do I get anything out of it? Or is it just straight up deadly? The way the dead rat and the unpleasant eggs were. An old boot. Can I wear this? No, I can't. Oh, good, I can double click. Or extra bandages, that sounds super handy. Alright. Peek out here. No sign of more robots. I can still hear him, though. The faintest of bloopings. These bottles seem quite handy. So I'll take some for now. And mushrooms, okay. I'll read books that I find just in case you're interested in reading them. I'm kind of quickly skimming them and then moving on. Not absorbing too much of what they actually say. And a toadstool, which was actually good for me despite the hallucinogenic effect it had. I'm getting quite full, but I've got some useful stuff here. I don't know what it means with 1 rounds. Oh, unless I can throw these things like weapons, so I could throw a rock or I could chuck a bottle. That's probably what it means. Alright, I'm quite exposed down here in the middle of the road. But it sounded like he was pretty far away. Ammunition for a revolver. Alright, I have to start making decisions here soon of what to keep and what to throw out. For now, I'm gonna keep moving. I can hear him talking every now and again, but I don't know exactly where he is. Okay, we play more traps. Another dead rat. More moldy bread. Okay, it's a little less nerve-wracking. I haven't actually run into anything in a while. I'm gonna stand up. Okay, he's over there. I'm gonna crouch again. I don't know what their sight radius is like. I don't know how perceptive they really are. He seemed pretty dang good a bit ago. And despite having revolver rounds, not having a revolver to use them in worries me. Okay, oh, that's smoke. Oh, he's going around. Oh, these are my machine parts. And here we come upon the crux of this game. Let's open my inventory. That needs to be a more convenient button. Eyes a little out of the way. Nope, eating moldy bread is bad. Okay, let's go for the red toadstool again. I'm gonna start freaking out, but it was healthy, so I'm gonna deal with it. Makes it super hard to see him, but oh man, I can't even zoom in while I'm doing this. That is a worthwhile trade-off to get some of that vitality back. What I'd like to do... Oh, I don't know how easy it is to kill one of these things. Trying to think of the wording of that old adage, it's not nothing wagered, nothing gained. What's that first word? I can't think of it now. Kind of frozen in shock and terror. Alright. No? How do I use these as weapons? I think you saw me for a second there. Maybe these things can only be used as weapons if I... Rounds. What does that mean? I want to discard... Oh! Oh, no, that was actually bad for me. Canned pie was good, though. I imagine the whiskey is good as well. He's patrolling, and I don't have a weapon. Let's do a bit of reorganizing while I have a moment. Yeah, he's quite diligent in his patrolling, and I don't have anything to stop him with. And I don't think there's any way I could just lure him out, because I'm never going to get back around to here. Whew! Okay, let's just, we'll leave that one alone for now. Let's go and see if we can get the other one. Oh, that one has two guys around it. How do I get a gun? I guess we go find more buildings and see what I can find there. I gotta say, if you look at the grass, it's 2D sprites, texture's a little bit muggy and stuff, but they nailed the atmosphere of this game. It feels so desolate. Every hill could have a robot over the top of it. I think running is lowering my vitality, but I've got my ale on backup, and I need to get around quickly. The sooner I get a weapon, the sooner we can make things interesting. I don't know how deadly weapons are in this game. I assume they're quite deadly to me, but I don't know. If I aim well, can I one-shot these robots? Or is it sort of a tougher affair to kill them? And do I swim to other islands? Or are there bridges? It's an archipelago. Would there be a boat, maybe? Are these robots just cut off from each other? These are the questions you ask when you find yourself washed upon ye old robot town. Oh, looks like it's a boat. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's take the boat. We'll see what we can see. I'm eventually going to start playing riskier and riskier, and quite likely I will eventually get myself killed. That's how you learn, right?
There are a number of islands in the archipelago. Each of them is likely to have fragments of the device for you to collect. Try not to get lost.
Alright. So you can save at a boat, or you can travel... Oh, and it crashed again. Okay. Gonna hop in, see what the next island is, and then I will probably call it unless something interesting happens, because this is going quite long. Okay, so we're back in here. Let me see if getting into the water is strictly bad for me. Seems to be okay. Vitality's not instantly dipping. Neither is my health. Seems to be a pretty decent way of doing things. Okay, I hear something though. That's a big robot. Chunky feller. Alright, well, let's get a little closer. We'll see if we can loot something useful off of these buildings. And I have not seen any wildlife or natural resources, things of that nature. I imagine it is potentially possible to kill birds. I have seen pictures of killed rabbits, but I'm not sure if that's in the game yet or if that's a planned feature. Alright, let's move in. Dead rats, pipes and tobacco. See, and I don't know what purpose the pipes and tobacco serve right now. Oh. He was right there. A well-cured ham. Lovely. And another sharp stone. I feel like I should be able to do something with these. Okay. Let's get that visibility down. What a lovely day, he says. Now, is he just like a townsperson? He doesn't seem to be armed. He's got something in his hands. I do just now notice that there's a difference between the eyeball when I'm standing and when I'm moving. So, moving makes a difference when you're trying to hide from robots. On the other hand, one of the loading screen things told me that they will search areas where they last saw you. So moving around is crucial for them to not find you if they've already seen you. And yes, actually, he does have a pistol. So... it appears that robots will appear mostly in towns and around the fragments of your device. So you can avoid them if you avoid those two things, but of course those two things are quite helpful to you. I need to move the inventory key at some point. Alright, let's eat that ham. Okay. It probably does 50, so I wasted about 11 points there. But I am okay with that right now. Because as I was saying, I'm gonna be playing a little bit risky. Now this appears to be a phone booth? I think he's singing to himself over there. Can I hide in these? No, they simply have stuff in them. Okay, and moldy bread is still no good for me. I'm not sure... There's no trade-off as far as I can tell. It just straight up takes health. Or vitality. So I'm not sure what the point of the deadly foods is. Possibly something they're going to add in later. I imagine I can cook some of them. If I can simply find firewood. I don't know if I can make firewood. I've seen pictures of an axe, but can I use that on trees? Are they destructible? Who knows? Only the developers know. Boots and a bag of mints. Well, I guess we'll take those. I imagine those would be good for, what, 5, 10 points? Beautiful sunrise. Birds are singing. The robots aren't laughing at me. There's a small box over here that might have something useful in it. What a lovely day. But no, nothing useful. Alright. Now I thought I saw smoke over here a while ago. I'm gonna risk taking a small jog. Okay, yeah, there's some. Gotta find something useful eventually. Of course the language is in binary. Why wouldn't it be? They're robots after all. And I am practically invisible in these reeds. That's lovely. So it looks like it's 2 little ones and 1 big one. And then of course we get this sucker. Alright, let's try to skirt the landscape. I am practically invisible, but not actually invisible. The eye is still slightly there. Alright, let's move in. Oh shit! Okay, he didn't beep. He didn't. Okay, he didn't see me. Whew! Oh, oh, oh. Alright. Ammunition for a revolver. Okay, all I need now is a revolver. I wonder if this guy in the blimp can hear. Like, if I were to start running around nearby him, would he swivel around and aim at me? And I can't understand what those little ones are saying, so I don't know if they're the ones who are more actively searching for me or what. Ooh, there's a shed. That could have useful things in it. Come on. My visibility is next to nothing. So we're good. Just gotta get through here. They've got no hounds yet. I haven't even gotten pot shot at. I'm happy with this. And now I've lost track of the shed in moving down here, so I'll probably have to circle around a bit. Oh, oh, there we are. There we are. Alright, Shed, what bounties do you have for us today? Let's just circle our way around here. Okay. What we got here? Aha! Another bottle and more rocks. Okay, hang on now. If I take the binoculars away... No, okay. Let me check my controls. Bottles. Oh, alpha something or... Okay. These are not numbered yet. Stones, 1. Oh! Oh, I see. Okay, so these are the... Okay. Alright. Okay. So I do have ammo. Wait, was boots another one of those? I think it was, but I'm not gonna bother with the boots right now. Let me see what this rock looks like. Oh, okay. And I imagine it has a decent distraction potential. Alright, let's use the bottles for now. And I won't bother drinking the other ale I have until I get below 50 or so. Alright, so we have a small house. Oh, okay. Contact has been established. I don't know where he is, but I'm going to switch back to my binoculars for now. Now that I know the buttons for swapping to my actual weapon items, let's check out the farmhouse. It's funny, I never understood the appeal of playing something like DayZ. It was fun to watch. I certainly understood why it was fun to watch, but I didn't get that feeling of hopelessness, just how that could be fun. But I can see this being very entertaining, especially multiplayer, which I believe they do intend to include in the future. Can't say the near future necessarily, but in the future. Oh, there's quite a few. Okay, switching my bottles. Now, can I kill him with a bottle, or is it merely a distraction tool? Let us find out. We're not gonna have a better chance.
Move along. Nothing to see here. Lost the lighter.
Okay.
Around here somewhere.
Did I summon the other ones? Nope, it's just this one. Okay, he's freaking out a little bit.
Something. Lost the lighter.
Oh god! Shots fired. And I'm taking shots. Now I'm totally dead now. I got nothing. Alright, running. Dodge and weave, duck and weave, duck and weave.
I would advocate discretion, sir. Off.
So, lovely timing there. Hit escape and that minimized the game, which shut off my recording. You missed the moment of me dying horribly. But I died horribly. And it was quite sad. So, I drank no tea, I cooked no animals, sprung no traps, and fired no shots. But I ate a lot of food, used one bandage, and I died. Alright then, we'll see if I can survive quitting to the menu. Nope, I couldn't! So, I still have music blaring in my ears. Let me try and fix that. There we go. Okay, so it's blackness. I'll probably put up another picture of this game for you. Just a note, if you intend to play it, don't play it with fraps running, because it doesn't like that. Otherwise, this is very fun. I probably won't play it myself and record it until it's been updated a few times. However, I'll be messing around with it on my own time, from time to time, and I will certainly get Rachel to see how long she goes before freaking out and trying to punch a robot or something. I might look up some controls so I can actually help her do that. In the meantime, apologies this was so long, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you folks next time.